As you guys just saw, wrapping the Denali is pretty much finished. I was putting in the new tail lights that just came in. I told you guys I was doing something different. Clear lens, and this actually looks a little silver-ish, but it's just clear. So I got really excited and installed this and noticed, I'm going to show you guys real quick with this tail light. Before I even show you guys the tail light, do you guys remember the first day I purchased that Denali? The rear bumper, we noticed that it was pushed in a little bit and it was hitting against the bed of the truck, in which also chipped a little bit of the paint, kind of formed a little bit of rust underneath it. Turns out these are all rock chips. Oh yeah, that is bad. All these rock chips, honestly, it might be better taking it to a body shop and see what they can offer. Well, anywho, I didn't really think anything of it, and I actually didn't even notice anything that was wrong with tail light or anything like that until just now. And I actually went back and looked at some of the pictures and videos, and I'm just like kicking myself for not noticing it, because I should have. Can't really see, but yeah, it was hit right here. That's why it's all rusted. And this bumper was pushed in, which rubbed through the paint right here. And I guess you can see where it's been hit right there too. Didn't think anything of it until I put this tail light in. I'm like, man, this fitment is like really bad. And I just thought it was the tail light. As you can see right here, I have this much gap. And I'm like, that is not right. And I just thought it was aftermarket tail light, because they're not always the best. So I go over here, take this tail light out, and I put it on this side. Fitment is perfect. So I start to look down. You see this curve right here? I guess because it was hit, it pushed this in, and it came out right here. So I have a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a bump that's pushed out. And if you look at the body, you can see where it comes out like this. So I'm like, well, how did it fit with the tail lights that came off of it? It fits exactly the same. Gap right here and gap right here. I'm not very happy, because I just don't like it when things don't fit, and that's gonna bother me. The fact that it's not fitting properly is gonna really bother me. And I wonder if the PDR guy can hammer that side in and maybe push the other side out. That's something I'm gonna have to call the PDR guy and find out for myself. Only downside is I just got done wrapping that bed, and I just don't know if doing the PDR is gonna remove the wrap or what. So I'm gonna have to like prepare myself to redo the whole wrap. And for now, I'm just gonna rock it. But I just cannot believe I did not see that when I picked that truck up, and I didn't even notice it until now with those taillights. So yeah, I just completely overlooked it and just I didn't even think anything was wrong with it. So yeah, it's a little frustrating just because that truck's been kind of a nightmare so far. Just all the rust and some of the spot and the fact that it's been hit in the rear and messed up the bed that much. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Might even have to get up underneath and just check.
My side looks good. Oh, it's probably that bolt that's still sticking up. Did you take it out?
Oh, right here. Pick that up, JW. Look at your fuel tank.
What about it?
Move it up.
Move it up. It was the bolt that Devin was talking about.
Your knob's right here.
No, I can adjust that later.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in the way.
Come this way, pick it up. There you go.
Right there.
There you go. I'm about to say, is that bolt I had to pick that set up real high to get it over the hole.
It's in there now.
You guys watched the last episode. I was complaining about the $50 third brake light that I purchased from eBay. And obviously, you get what you pay for. $50, it's pretty cheap. And there are ones out there that are like 100 bucks, 150 bucks, even to 200 bucks. And to me, honestly, they're all about the same. They just have a really higher markup. Here's an example of a $20 one that I purchased. So after returning the $50 one, here's a $20 one. You see this? They actually send a gasket that works better than the $50 one. The LED board back here, to me, it's still kind of poorly placed, but at the same time, it's a $20 third brake light. You get what you pay for, so I'm not expecting too much. But this, to me, is still better way better constructed than the $50 one I had. And especially, look, this is actually perfectly sealed. Focus on this. Can you guys see how it's actually sealed compared to the last one where I had about an inch of gap and I could stick a squeegee through it? So this, I'm not worried about water getting into it because it's actually sealed up, and it's actually, there's a small gap edge right here. So I will probably seal that up, at least all the way through here. Looks like they put silicone, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so here is the harness from the tail lights. You see a little bit of the wire that's exposed, which is fine, but I'm just gonna put loom around it so that way it looks nice and to prevent the wires from getting damaged. There you go. This looks a lot better. The fact that I've had this body style truck before comes in really handy because I have this LED bulb right here, which, focus, not on my face, but there you go. This is going to be my reverse bulb for the new tail lights because they don't come with LED bulbs. They don't come with any bulbs really, and this is going to improve the output. Obviously I had halogen bulbs, so this is definitely going to provide more light. Also, these tail lights come with resistors, so you shouldn't have hyper flash issues with these tail lights. I will put the link in the description below on where you can get these tail lights because I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna like this. Once I installed the driver's side, I will show you guys how these tail lights look. As you guys just saw the tail lights, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. That little small dent slash the area that's been hit, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get that fixed. However, if I can't, I just leave it as is. Once the bumper got installed, it really doesn't look too bad anymore, so I might just deal with it the way it is. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how those tail lights look. They look different than what I had expected. I'm not disappointed by no means, but it's not exactly what I expected. I didn't realize the housing was going to be... So I may eventually bake those open and paint the inside either gloss black or get a paint match to the wrap. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what direction you guys want to see that truck go. The only reason why I kind of don't want to paint match it is in case I don't go with that same wrap. But if that's the case, I'm kind of screwed with the mirrors too. So I guess I'll just paint match the taillights. Make sure to stay tuned for the next upload because everything on the Denali has been put back together. So the next video I will show you guys the final reveal of the Denali with the tail lights, third brake light, mirrors, everything assembled. The whole picture, it looks really good. and I cannot wait to share it with you guys because it's just something super different. You don't see 11 to 15 or 14 body style, or I guess it's technically 07 all the way through 2014 body style. You just don't see that body style in that color. So I cannot wait to show you guys, share the truck with you guys, because I think you guys are gonna really like it. And lastly, I want to show you guys the t-shirt that's available on the website. It's a very limited run with very limited size. Do it now. But if you look at it very closely, it says, "Don't quit now." I want to encourage you guys to, whatever journey you're starting, don't quit, because whatever you're facing, it's going to be worth it. And then trying something a little bit different here with this shirt. On the bottom of it has the JW Motorsports logo. So it's just a different style of t-shirt that I am trying to make. This is actually like rubberized material that's raised up a little bit, so it feels pretty good. So let me know in the comments below if this is something you guys are going to be purchasing. It's a very limited run with a very limited size. I think the biggest we offer right now is an extra large. We probably only have 30 shirts per size, so head over to the website right now. I'll give you guys a discount code right here, so that way you can get like 20 to 30% off just for a limited time, for a limited run.